Hello everybody, my name is Asa. Welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as the Russians. Let us continue on from last left off. So, I'm going to stop most of these attacks for now. Except for you. You can still attack. I don't even know where are you? You're here? I mean, most of our attacks are not really making results. I mean, we are pushing decently into some of these territories, but not as much as I would actually like. You can probably aggressively push your way into the Balkans, kick these guys out. As soon as this is done, of course, we're going to send these troops over to here. Do we have any troops that I can shift all the way to this? I do. Delete this plan. And at the end of the last episode, we landed our handful of troops over into Europe, or into Britain, I should say. Of course, this is a port. A pretty decent fort, level 5. We're shipping all of our troops over here. And yeah, a nice 24 stack of infantry is a great thing. Canada, I can't give them military access as much as I would actually like to, because I would prefer Canadian troops to be here as opposed to wherever the hell they actually are. We're not moving troops into Canadian territory, but that, you know, again, doesn't really make too much of a difference. Bangladesh Bolivia has declared war on Brazil. That is a-okay. Brazil is sock them. You are fascist. I mean, Bolivia's actually been doing pretty well so far. They've been winning most of their battles. I mean, Brazil has a large army, but you know, you can't count out Bolivia at the time for the time being. So you guys, your plan is basically march south and try to take over the British. This is also immediately going to the Canadians. But that's fine. You know, I don't really actually care that much who is getting the spoils here for the time being. Our troops are landing. This actually might mean that the Canadians are actually going to land troops into Britain, which would be quite nice for us. Again, if Graz fell, that would also be like really good. Because if Graz fell, then Austria will just capitulate. You guys are also... Oh, they actually pushed out quite a bit as soon as we moved all those troops down and away. So let's just for a small time being, you guys just be on that front. I mean, you can still attack this way. That's fine. There we go. We have our close air support. We can just start building a handful of them. You know, whenever we actually get the military factories to do so. Let's cut down tank production slightly so we can start building everything else we actually need. Industry. It's going to be a little bit ahead of time, but that's fine. Just upgrade that stuff. Bulgaria's canceled their Lend-Lease. That is fine. Oh, Britain. I mean, getting one of these major powers out of the way would be quite nice. You know, same thing with Italy, of course. How close is Italy to capitulating? They are... I don't even see them on the list. Oh, they're like barely not capitulated at all. Which is a disappointment, to say the least. You guys feel like you're comfortable with attacking. You also feel comfortable with attacking, so I'll let you do it. I want just like another fresh wave of troops everywhere. Even if they're going to be mostly red, that's okay. Almost the entirety of Yellow Army to the south, but you handful can be up to the north. You go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. Take over Scotland, because Scotland would be I'm sure there's not many troops in Scotland itself. Non-aggression pact. Yeah, I mean, different ideology, but that's not a big deal. Well, the attacks are going quite swimmingly. Hopefully get these guys to leave this territory soon enough. Croatia is probably less yeah, they're like not capitulated at all anymore because they took back Zagreb. Which is not great. Montenegro is also no longer capitulated because they took back their territory. Is there anything we can do with 108 political power? We can. Extensive, I guess, service by requirement. Construction factory output. But we don't need the manpower right now, so I'm really not too concerned with anything that's happening. It all seems like it's going quite well. We got some more naval factories up here. I'm pretty sure we're never going to lose our foothold on Britain. Oh, free civilian factories. That just means we can build more military factories. Everywhere and everywhere gets a military factory. Oh, there's no way for us to get to Ireland for the time being. We lost some ships to the French, but that's okay. We've almost pushed our way. So we've already, like, taken over all of Scotland. Orange doesn't even have a battle plan anymore, because I guess they did their objective. So you just push in this way then. You know, do whatever you feel like you can do under the circumstances. You guys also don't really have a battle plan. It's going to be aggressively pushed away here. Like, how are you? We're still missing 160,000 rifles. Mostly for reinforcement, for new divisions. You know what? Just deploy the tanks, delete everybody else. What am I going to do with 28 tanks? That's a great question. Throw them into a new army. Lead them by this dude. For the tanks, well, one tank we can deploy to this guy. 3 tanks we can deploy to this dude. The other 24 tanks we are going to set to be yellow. They can frontline into Germany, and then I'm going to have them spearhead to Essen. With our 24 light tank divisions. I mean, we probably want better tanks, but that's fine. It'd be nice to be able to train an army that doesn't need infantry equipment, but how long for us to get these tanks? 155 days. Honestly, it's like not even that bad. But if we capitulate some guys, we can maybe get that stuff a little bit sooner, which would be quite nice. You know, okay, actually, I'm going to once again stop the attacks. Not with you, though. And one of these armies, the Black Army, because apparently they were very short front line for the time being. You're going to come up here, and we're going to get military access from the Pope. But then you're going to completely go over here in front line. Yes, go to that port. Transport your way across. You gotta make sure we actually don't lose the port. I don't want these areas to, you know, reconnect at all. We're gonna definitely have an offensive line pushing to the north. But now we don't need these many troops up here. We all deploy back down to the south. The British, for the most part, they're dead. Don't even need to worry about them at all anymore. So that another big attack, I think, cost us another 1,000,000 men. But, you know, that's fine. The Black Army slowly marching their way across. This entire area will soon be liberated. And hopefully, you know, by providing more troops down here, because I don't know how many men they actually have. How many men does Two Sicilies have? Somewhere between, like, we have, like, no information. We have no idea how many troops they actually have. But the answer is not that many. We've lost more men than they have, surprisingly. Mostly the Entente. Not a big surprise. And the Qing, losing a lot of troops. How's the Asian front going, by the way? I haven't even looked at it in a while. The answer is actually, like, not good at all. I think we use the whole position for the time being. You guys over here in pink, you can redeploy up to the north because this is friendly territory. We don't need to be guarding it anymore. Well, that's not fair. You actually need to still be in this one province. But other than that, I mean, we basically lost a decent chunk of territory to the Japanese. I'm going to send a handful of troops back down here. You guys just reorganize yourself. Just keep the Japanese contained for the time being. Yeah, we're also losing towards the NPA. So the Asian theaters are not going so well. And I think that for the most part, that's okay. I want you to be extremely aggressive because I really feel like we can get everything done here. If you're just willing to throw all your lives at the British. Yes, these guys are slowly, I mean, also getting guns to these troops. That's also another good thing. But if we capitulate the British, chances are I have 47% more participation, which is quite good. Next one's actually the Qing afterwards. But if we capitulate the British, hopefully they'll give us a decent amount of guns, which we can use to support our frontline troops. It looks like Czechia is actually going to capitulate quite soon as well. We're doing some good progress there. So it looks like, as well, some of our troops are being killed by the German Navy. It's hard to tell how many. I mean, we did lose one division somewhere along the way, but I'm sure it's completely okay. We don't even need these other plans. Oh no, they're still part of like the same. Yeah, get rid of that front line. That front line doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, we just need more equipment here. Your job is basically going to push your way up to this river. I can't say how many troops the Italians actually have here. It'd be kind of funny if they had none, but I'm assuming there's probably at least some forces there. Yeah, we can see them. It looks like they're significantly less than what we're fighting on the west, though. So it should be relatively okay. Keep on pushing. And after that, of course, you can just move on to the next objective, which is going to be to take over everything down there. You guys are getting your good work done. No until on that combat, but that's okay. I'm assuming it's just some naval combat with people that I don't really care that much about. We lost some more troops on the sea ride, but that's okay. Encourage private property. 3 more civilian factories for free. What's not to like there? Serbia, again, are they going to declare war in a month from now? I'm hoping not. But you can never know for sure. Total manpower is 23 million. So you're already larger crossing, people in opposition. I understand that. But also by providing more troops onto this front, it's going to make the AI worried. So they're going to probably divert troops from somewhere else to try to reinforce the front. Which would be very good for us. Greece wants to start a Lend-Lease with us. Sure, why not? You guys just hold position. You have very low organization, so hopefully they don't counterattack against you. Kind of thinking that they won't, but never know quite for sure. Okay, yeah, so we still got this area completely under solid control. Yeah, no, the British are just dead. The British are 100% dead as hell. And there's nothing, we're gonna have, these 5 troops are gonna be on the Spearhead Division. Basically just push your way straight to London, that's your job. But yeah, no. The Union of Britain is just dead. Nothing they can do. That's going to get rid of a decent chunk of the army. I don't know. Again, I don't know how many of those troops are actually in Europe that we're actually fighting. I know there's a handful. Like, I see, like, one division here, a tank there. You know, the British are usually pretty bad at sending troops. Well, there's one there. But this also lets us do a staging area where we can invade, you know, to Normandy, into northern France. With our yellow armies. We'll do, you know, like, attack these two ports or something like that. Again, just more front lines for the AI is always good. Because it'll screw them up significantly. And you are not ready. You're still preparing. But that's fine. It means also the AI will not be able to push more into Italy. So far, I would say we're winning every single front that we're on. Except for the Asian front. But just don't ever look at that and, or ever worry about it. Because it looks like they just broke free. Which is not wonderful, I will admit. Like, I don't even know what the hell this is. I really wish that the Qing could do a little bit better. If they were not fighting this other war against this guy, I bet you the Qing would be doing significantly better. Yeah, no, I don't want to trade units in basic training. I don't want to take the rifles away. Ranking 500 rifles a day. I mean, we need more rifles. Is there anything we actually don't need to be made right now? Artillery, support equipment are still light on. We have a handful of heavy tanks. We don't need motorized. We have so many motorized divisions. So cut that down by 2. I know that 2 is not going to make a huge difference, but... Oh, Britain. I'm assuming that the Canadians are just going to get the event to release the United Kingdom. Off of my hard work, I should say. We have a 66% win ratio, a 45% win ratio in Asia, but just, you know, ignore that forever. Yeah, no, there's just too many everyone everywhere, honestly. Let's see if we can cut down this front line a little bit. I mean, as soon as the war with Germany and the war with France is over, the Japanese are screwed. We're going to send, like, the entire army over there to deal with it. Okay, so you have your casus belli. You can have your casus belli in 17 days. Which, again, is not fantastic. I would like to use these 24 cavalry to do something more productive, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, you guys all just deploy to where you need to be. We've taken everything over except for Scapa Flow, but that is on an island, so not much we can actually really do about that. You guys march to London. You march to Portsmouth. You march to Bristol, and then to Plymouth. You march to Swansea. You go to Bangor. You go to Cardiff. You go to Cambridge and Norwich. You can go to Ipswich. And then this tank can go to Dover. And that is your battle plan. And then, yeah, invade the lowlands or invade France. Or invade all of it at the exact same time. And then probably reposition troops to go down here off of this line. Let's see if we can get something done in the Black Army down there. You guys feel confident with an attack, so you might as well do it. Again, I want you all to be careful. I don't want to lose more material than I have to. And none of you are very happy with this. Okay, you're thinking they're superior enemies, which is not great. You also think they're superior enemies. Again, that's not a great look, but it might be just because these guys are looking at this this army up here and thinking that's superior. Are you also concerned about the superior enemy? Yes, you are. I'm guessing it's because our troops are not 100% strength. Yeah, you're an inferior enemy 80%. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So it looks like Wales is going to capitulate quite soon. How long until the entirety of Britain capitulates? They're at 41%. The Austrian People's Republic, for some reason, is a great power. Okay. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Ansem. If you've enjoyed, remember thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, click thumbs down. If you want to subscribe, and goodbye.